For problem 19, we are given these two expressions and asked if they are equivalent. Since this is a simplified expression, I'm going to go ahead and solve this and see if it matches. Right away, I'm going to make this minus 5 a plus negative 5 so that I don't confuse my signs. Now I'm going to combine like terms. I have 3x to the fourth power and 9x to the fourth power. So negative 3 plus 9 is negative 6. Keep the x to the fourth power. Now I have a 2x to the third power and a negative 5x to the third power. So combine those. 2 plus negative 5 is negative 3, and that will remain x to the third power. This is the simplified expression, negative 6x to the fourth power plus negative 3x cubed. Looking to see if it's going to equal 8 to the x power plus negative 3x to the sixth power. No, that is not equal. So no, these expressions are not equivalent. Problem 20, we have these two expressions. I'm going to solve this expression since this is already simplified. I have the same base y, so I can add my exponents. So 5 plus 5 is 10. It would be y to the 10th power. 4 times 3 is 12. So this simplifies down to 12y to the 10th power. And that is equal to 12y to the 10th power. So yes, these two expressions are equivalent. Problem 21, 7x minus 3 times x plus 2 equals x plus 5. The first thing I will do is make this minus 3 a plus negative 3. Go ahead and distribute. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Carry everything else down. I can combine like terms on this side. I have a 7x and a negative 3x. 7 plus negative 3 is 4x. Keep everything else the same. Now I want my x's to be on the same side of the equation, so I will subtract x from each side. Negative x plus 4x is the same as negative 1x plus 4x. 4 minus 1 is 3. X plus negative 6 equals 5. Now I want to isolate the x, so I will add 6 to each side. Leaves me with 3x equals 5 plus 6 is 11. Divide each side by 3. You're left with x equals 11 over 3. Problem 22, the cube root of x equals 3. Whenever you're dealing with roots of numbers, if you raise it to the same power as the number that's here, you will cancel out that square root sign. And whatever is done to this side of the equation, I have to do the same thing over here, so I need to raise each side of the equation to the third power. That will cancel out, leaving me with x. And 3 to the third power is 27. So my answer is 27. Problem 23, x minus 1 over 2 equals x minus 9 over 11. First I'm going to make this minus 1 a plus negative 1, and this minus 9 a plus negative 9 so that I don't confuse my signs. Now I'm going to cross multiply. So I'll have 2 times x plus negative 9 equals 11 times x plus negative 1. Distribute. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 9 is negative 18. Distribute on this side. 11 times x is 11x. 11 times negative 1 is negative 11. I want my x's on the same side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract 11x from each side. Negative 11 plus 2 is negative 9. Now I'm going to add 18 to each side so I can isolate my x. Leaves me with negative 9x equals negative 11 plus 18 is 7. Divide each side by negative 9. Leaves me with x equals negative 7 over 9. Problem 24, y plus 4 over 3y minus 8 equals 1. I'm going to make this minus 8 a plus negative 8. This is the same as 1 over 1, and I'm doing it like that so I can cross multiply. So I have y plus 4 times 1 is y plus 4. 3y plus negative 8 times 1 is 3y plus negative 8. I want my y's on the same side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract 3y. Negative 3y plus y. This is the same as 1. So negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2y. Subtract 4 from each side. Leaves me with negative 2y on this side. Over here, negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12. Divide each side by negative 2. When you're dividing two negatives, they cancel out for positive. So I'm left with y equals 12 divided by 2 is 6. So y equals 6. Problem 25. Todd is 33 years old. His nephew Jacob is 12. In how many years will Jacob be 1/2 his Uncle Todd's age? The problem tells us that Todd is 33 years old and Jacob is 12 years old. We want to know in how many years Jacob is going to equal 1/2 of Todd's age. So we have x, which is going to be the number of years. So take this x amount of years and add it to each person's age. Now we'll fill it into our equation. Jacob is 12 plus x. Todd is 33 plus x. I want to get rid of this fraction, so I'm going to multiply 2 over 1 times each side. Leaves me with 2 times 12 plus x equals 33 plus x. Distribute. 2 times 12 is 24. 2 times x is 2x. Now I want my x's on the same side of the equation, so I'm going to subtract x from each side. It's the same as a negative 1x. Negative 1 plus 2 is 1x. Subtract 24 from each side. 1x is the same as just x. 33 minus 24 is 9. And x is the number of years it's going to take Jacob to be half of Todd's age. So the answer is 9 years.